Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Travel Alert. I'm Steve Glenn.
I'm Paul Glenn.
Hey, Paul, we've been doing this now over a year, right?
Yeah.
Year and a half?
No, not quite a year and a half.
All right. Well, we got 70 or 80 of these in the saddle.
70-something.
We're having fun with Executive Travel. Go to executivetravel.com, and we're supposed to tell you to do the 1, 2, 3.
The like, subscribe, and share.
And we're going to get all this under the belt all right off the bat. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesday at 10:30, we send out 100,000 emails to people that subscribe to the Weekly Travel Alert. They also, on Friday, get your publication. What's that called, Paul?
Yeah, the Travel Week in Review, which is just kind of the hot articles that touch on different things from travel.
With that, we're going to go through this week's Weekly Traveler. Using a hub hotel, Paul, is the new and easy way to tour Europe. So, Paul, a lot of people hit Europe and they do one city, one day. Pack, unpack, pack, unpack, pack, unpack. That's exhausting.
It's a lot of work.
That's exhausting. So the new trend we're seeing, not only in Europe but all over, is find a hub city and a hub hotel and hunker down.
Yeah.
And then literally you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can cozy up and slow down. You can also, when you get exhausted, take the day off and relax. And so what we did is we put together all the benefits of that. And people are now going to places in like Italy, staying at our hotel or our villa and using that as the hub hotel.
And I really, I've been doing that for years. We've got some cabins in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, and we'll go stay at the cabins so we can get our peace and quiet when we want our peace and quiet. But then you go to the cities and do that. But it also makes it so you're not having to deal with that city traffic. So, if you go to some of these larger cities and use them as your hub, then you're having to deal with that traffic. So I prefer to actually go someplace where I can get outside of one of those major cities, and then that will be one of the attractions that I will go to during my stay.
Once again, my theme for 2025 is slow down, cozy up. And a hub hotel lets you do that. Here's the benefits of the hub hotel approach. Pack and unpack once. I tell you what, packing is work.
Well, just lugging it in and out of a vehicle every time that you're going to change cities. It's there's nothing better than having that central place, getting everything laid out, and then being able to relax and have a normal routine when you're having to do that. So,
one thing I found this year, I started using compression packs in your luggage. Do you use those?
Oh, I've been using those for 5 years. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? I never got one for Christmas.
Nope. I even had the girls using them here the last year.
But that's so cool because you can pack. Like I pack all my shirts in one.
Yep.
And all my pants in another one.
And you just got to grab something out of each one every morning, and you don't have to go searching in your bag. Yeah.
But another reason, you got to pack light, ladies and gentlemen. I do a carry-on, and I wash if I need to. So pack and unpack once. Here's another benefit of a hub hotel. Less travel fatigue. Moving from city to city, you're in either a car or bus or motor coach, whatever you're at, that just wears on you, and it takes away time. Travel should be refreshing, not exhausting, and most people make it exhausting.
Well, and ultimately you're looking for an experience, and if you're having to do all these things, the packing and unpacking, that's making the experience less enjoyable. So free up the time by having this hub city, and then that gives you the ability to go out and make those experiences.
The next one is more time for sightseeing. If you've ever checked into a hotel at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody else is checking in, you just ate up an hour and a half. You get up to your room, you want to refresh up. There went 2.5 hours of sightseeing, or you could have been in the corner cafe having a nice drink and maybe a bite or two.
Yeah.
So, number 4, better accommodations. If you're going to do this, stay at a great place. So not only do you enjoy your sightseeing, but you enjoy the refreshment of your hotel.
It's comfortable. Get something, spend a little bit more, get something that's going to have a couch and some area for sitting or whatever it may be. That's, the villa is actually perfect for something like this. But that way you can relax, or if the weather's bad, you take a day and just enjoy the room and make that part of your experience.
The 5th item of the benefits of using a hub hotel when you travel in Europe is cost savings. Many hotels offer discounts for extended stays.
Yep.
So an easy way to save money is stay at a better place, stay a longer period of time, take advantage of cost savings. Number 6 on this week's list reads flexible day trips. With a Hub Hotel, I can plan out, okay, Monday I plan to do this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, and if I'm exhausted, and Thursday,
Nothing.
Yeah. I have all flexibility. I can either go if I got the energy or not go if I don't.
Well, and I'm a guy that I like to have control by being able to drive wherever I'm at. So if I've got that rental car, then I'm in total control of that schedule versus being on some tour guide's schedule and having to get up early and get picked up at my hotel. So, I think there's something to having the freedom that you have when you have your own car that allows you to go out and have these adventures as well.
Americans want their cars.
Yes, we do.
All right. The last one I have is easier dining and shopping. When you're staying at a Hub Hotel, you can explore that area deeply, and that lets you find that bakery, find that good dinner spot, find the place where the locals eat. And you're going to save money that way, but you're going to have an experience that's more enjoyable. So you go deeper into society when you stay at a single place, usually. That's what I found.
Yeah, no, I definitely think you kind of get, it becomes a home away from home.
Home away from home. Now, here we go. Drum roll, please. These are my 8 cities in Europe that I'm recommending you consider as a hub hotel city, and then finding a great hotel in there and use that as your base.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Number 1, Florence, Italy, right in the middle of Tuscany, and you can hit the Italian Riviera. You can hit Assisi. You can hit Bologna. They can hit Milan. You can train anywhere.
Yeah, you can train anywhere. And I think that's another thing for consideration as you're looking at your hub cities, is if you're not a guy like me that wants to have a car and have some of that freedom, much of Europe, you're going to have access to train and do day trips on a train. We've done that from Munich up to, I think, Vienna for some Christmas markets. And, within an hour or two, you can do that. You don't have the stress of the transportation. You just got to show up and jump on a train and go. So that's the beauty of Europe that we often don't think about being here in the States.
You bet. The second recommended hub city in Europe I have is Barcelona, Spain. I'm going to head there next month.
Okay.
And basically, you can explore all Catalonia's history and the city. And I mean, that's a fascinating city. All these different regions that you can do, the beaches. And it's just a great hub city to go out from. Number 3. This is one of my favorites. Munich, Germany.
Munich is a great place. And like I just talked through, you can jump on the train and you can get to so many other places.
Neuschwanstein Castle, Salzburg, Nuremberg,
I think
Bavarian
it's Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein.
That big Walt Disney
It's
Castle.
the Disney Castle,
Yeah. There we go, Munich. It's a great place, and you can drive anywhere easily there. I mean, hit them all. Nice, France. Now you're going to be right on the French Riviera, and you can hit Spain, you can hit Monte Carlo, you can hit the Italian Riviera, all the cool places along southern Europe.
What's the little area in Nice?
St. Paul de Vence?
St. Paul de Vence, yes. I still wish I would have bought that English Bulldog statue when we were there 15 years ago.
Well, you better go back.
I better go back.
You better go back. Hey, the next one I have on my great cities to be as a hub city or find a hub hotel and then travel around that city as your hub is Athens, Greece. In Athens, everything, our friend Ann Fulby Olson would tell us, the world was invented in Athens, and every word you say is part Athenian. But there's so many islands you can visit. You can visit all the historical places. There's so much to do in Athens, and so I'd say that's one of the keys for the whole world.
I've never been, so I can't comment on that one.
All right, Brussels, Belgium, easy trains across the literally Antwerp, and you can get to Paris fast. It's just easy. I think my wife Marie is going to, head that way
next week. I think, yeah.
And then, of course, Who cannot put London, England in there, right?
I've never been outside of the airport.
Oh, come on. Well, you got to go to Scotland and then Wales and then you've been to Ireland.
I'm going to Ireland here in a couple weeks. And I'm going through London's airport, but I won't be leaving the airport.
You got your ET.
You don't have to if you're not leaving the airport.
You don't?
No, that's what I dug into. I spent hours and hours trying to get that.
Well, I got my ET thing and figuring I needed it.
Well, I tried, and after I think 6 times and wasting 5 hours of my life, somebody told me that I didn't need it because I'm not leaving the airport.
Okay, and last but not least, Montone, Italy, in Umbria, which is by Perugia, right next to Tuscany, Florence, all those areas. You can hit all the cool towns of Cortona, Siena, San Gimignano, Assisi, Perugia, Orvieto, Spello. Spello is your favorite, right?
Spello is one of my favorites.
Yes. And then Gubbio. You got all these little towns. You could spend months everywhere you go. There's a fun new town to go to.
Every little town's got its own little personality. You know, as you talked about, some of the fun of Europe just in general, all these little places, is getting out of the big cities. And so that's why I would potentially suggest that, you know, you don't do the big city for that being your hub. You go spend a day or two there as part of it, but you really get the cultural experience outside of those tourist destinations. And these cities are tourist destinations. So, you know, as our experience has been in Italy, the true Italian experience comes from the small towns that,
villages.
You know, they don't, their livelihood's not based on tourism.
Hey, if you haven't visited our website for our villa, look at villadestinoitaly.com. It's everybody's starting to rent it up for the summer, so it's time to do the rental. Hey, Paul, that's been my list of all the things places that could be a hub city or for a hub hotel, and all the advantages of slowing down and cozying up by finding a hub city. Settle down there and visit the country.
Well, and you as viewers, if you've got places that you've done this concept that have been great, please put those in the comments below and share that with others. In addition, you know, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.